What is up, guys? TheGreatWall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with it is Saturday. It's supposed to be shitty Saturday, but we had a couple issues with the video that we were gonna put out. So we're gonna put it out at a later date. But today, instead of shitty Saturday, we're just gonna do kind of like, I don't want to say prediction for the year, but MLB The Show's prediction. On day 3 of the game of who's gonna win the World Series this year. So we have a franchise. I have no for reference. Injuries will always be turned off in this, but I haven't changed anything else. Um, let's see. I turned off. I'm still getting used to this. So, is it not in here, the automation? Okay, so I guess I don't know where the automation is exactly, but oh, here we go. So as you can see, I made everything automatic, so I have no control over the team. We're just going to sim throughout the year, stop at different points, see what happens. But first, let's take a look at all the rosters. James Wood, they only gave him 90 potential. SDS, I'm coming for you guys. But at the same time, they also gave Eli Willits 90 potential, which is kind of cool. Yeah, there's some they're very happy, like trigger happy with the 90s for prospects. I think Connor Griffin has the most potential as a prospect at like 95 or 96. Kevin Gonigal has 94. Nolan McLean they gave 91. They're Jesus Made as another one that they gave. I think he has like 91 potential. I could be wrong. He had 90 potential last year though. But Skeens they gave 99 overall, 299 potential. Made both of these guys a potential, which is kind of cool. JJ Weatherholt they gave good potential to. Um, yeah, just take a general look at a lot of these rosters. Yeah, I mean, really nothing too crazy. A lot of them are very similar. The one thing that I will say that is going to make rebuilding a lot harder, and you're going to see it in a second, is the new trade system. So now, I mean, you can obviously just make straight up trades, but now it doesn't tell you if the other team's going to accept it, and you have to wait to see, if they're going to say yes or no. So I think that this is going to be, what the hell is this? Don't know what the TB next to his name means, but oh, trade block, duh. But it's gonna make it a little bit harder. Gonna make it a little bit more interesting when we, in terms of making trades. So yeah, we're gonna have to play around with that in our first rebuild, which isn't today. It's gonna be tomorrow. So yeah, we'll play around with a lot of this stuff. Obviously we didn't make any of these lists. Why is Luis Garcia untouchable? Whatever. But yeah, we're gonna sim to the All-Star break first. See how everyone does. I'm not going to stop for everything, but if there's like a couple crazy trades, we'll stop for those. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Oh, actually, now that I say it, if you can see at the top, it shows you like projected stuff. So, our projected wins are 67, 6-7. Wild cards at 87 wins. Division's at 95. I think that's actually pretty cool. Let me see if it shows it. No, it doesn't show like projected. That would be kind of cool though. But top prospects, let's take a look. Um, I think these are accurate to real life. What the top prospects are. I actually don't think Eli Willits is ranked that high. Jonah Tong. What'd they give him? I know they did him dirty last year. Okay, he has B potential at least. Connolly early, B potential. It's up to 76, which is good. There was another one. Who was it? I think it was Peyton Tolley. Where is he? So I know they gave him literally D potential last year, and he was like a 60 overall. Okay, B potential 70 overall. There you go. Ethan Holiday, not 90 potential. So is there anyone else that was like kind of like glitched out? I wouldn't say glitched out, but like they did really dirty last year. I don't think so. They took away Jarlin Susana's B potential, which hurts. It hurts the soul a lot. But Charlie Condon. Harangelo. No, they only have C potential on him. 3 of these guys in a row is pretty cool though. Harry Ford doesn't have B potential anymore. I mean, he's 23 years old, so it's kind of do or die for him. Vance Honeycutt, I thought after his spring training start he would have a ton of potential, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, they also kind of like have this now, which is something. Like I said, really wish they would have minor league stats that save, but I don't think they're going to, unfortunately. But I think that would really be really cool if they would have, put minor league stats so we can see how they do in Double A, Triple A, and then make decisions based off that. But it is what it is. Now I'll sim to the uh, All-Star game, and then we'll look at that. So yeah. All right. So this is the first big trade. This is the first time we're seeing this screen. It's Kevin Alcantara for Griffin Jacks. All right. Interesting. All right. We are at the home run derby. Let's see who's in it. No one from our team, but the first one that this is the first home run derby we've seen. Um, Isaac Paredes, good for him. Aaron Judge, is he still? Yeah, he's an absolute stud in this game. I'm not entirely sure. I'm like with the attribute system. I'm not sure if the arrow's where it was at the start of the season or how this exactly works, but that's what I'm guessing it is. I mean, I don't mind this kind of system. I do like the old one better, but we'll obviously get used to this as time goes on. Um, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do like the old way better. I like that you could see a lot more. Um, you know, but it is what it is. Does it show what I'm talking about? I don't think so. It is what it is. Check out the All Star teams, like the All Star voting. Actually, hold on. Standings at this point, my Nationals are not doing very well. The Braves are also pretty bad. Wasn't expecting that. Mets are doing pretty well. Phillies doing well. Pirates are leading the Central, which is very interesting to see. Padres leading the West with the Dodgers. Wow, in fourth. Yankees crushing it in the East. The NL Central is going to be won by a team with a sub 500 win percentage. The Mariners, I think, have the best record at 65 wins. That would be correct. Yeah, uh, it I guess kind of makes sense all of this. So, yeah, let's check out the All Star voting. See if see what kind of nice things we see here. Anyone from the Nationals? I mean, Miles Mikolas. Not gonna lie, I think that this was probably this is the most national signing of all time, Miles Mikolas, because he sucked on the Cardinals. So why not bring him in for the Nationals? In this world, he's doing pretty well. Um, the screens all look the same. I'm not the biggest fan of the new system in the top right. If you're seeing what I'm moving around, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I won't lie. I like the old one, a lot better. But I guess that could just be me. Emmett Sheehan, they have him as a relief pitcher, so we know one of the guys we're gonna go get a lot in our rebuilds if we can. Andre Granillo. I honestly have no idea who this is. Okay, so it is the guy that he. Okay, it is the one from the Cardinals. I mean, Ryan Helsley. I forgot they made him an 83 overall after last year. Crazy. Clayton Beater does a job. Yeah, I mean, kind of just like the usual suspects. It's nothing too crazy. Spencer Horwitz. Okay. Um, yeah, it's just the usual suspects. I genuinely have no idea what the arrows are for. I don't understand the progression system at this point. Figure it out in a little bit. Like I said, I just really don't like the top right anymore. I feel like this is definitely a downgrade, but it is what it is. Let's check out who were the actual All Stars. Let's see. Okay, so Shohei's pretty much gonna make it every single year. Clayton Beater makes it. I'm guessing that's the only one from the Nationals to make it. Spencer Horwitz is an All Star. Good for him. Let's see. Trey Turner, Ellie. It makes sense. Kyle Schwarber, only an 84 overall is kind of crazy. I mean, he's got maxed out power though, so. Yeah. Von Herrera. Okay, so this is someone to keep an eye out on when you're doing a rebuild. What does Giancarlo Stanton look like? He's down to a 75 already. What did he start at? Like I said, I'm not a fan of this attribute system these days. Mainly because I just don't understand it right now, but still. Let's check out the AL side of things. Dylan Lee, but Garrett Cole. Okay, he's an 89 at this point. What does Josh Hader look like? Still in the 90s. I mean, Kenley 77, 82 for David Bednar, which is very interesting. Chapman in 87. I'm guessing he's going down. Yeah. Um, they finally gave Andres Munoz a potential. So you know what? Shout out SDS for that. I feel like he's been stuck at 83 potential for the last 5 years, and he's always exceeded like his overall, which is insane. Nick Fortes is an all-star for the Rays, I guess. Josh Naylor's solid. Jose Altuve still in 84. Good for him, I guess. Mikel Garcia, my GOAT. Gave him good contact. Like to see it. Bobby Witt Jr. doing his thing. I mean, yeah, just the usual thing. I didn't draft personally, so I will go to the draft class when it gets signed. And then we'll kind of see what everything looks like there. So, yeah. Okay, so this is what the draft looks like. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Just really don't like the top right. Let's kind of go around and see what the general potentials are looking like. I mean, decent potentials for the most part. Nothing too earth-shattering, so it looks like very similar to how last year was. You have to be really good at drafting to get good draft classes. I didn't even look at the scouting. Probably something I should have done in hindsight, but wow, that's the guy they took with the first overall pick. Says a lot. Yeah, I mean, pretty similar to how it was last year, so nothing too earth-shattering in that department. Ooh, 96 potential on this guy. It does let you see the stuff immediately. Now, the one thing I do want to see is, can I immediately use these players? No, it doesn't look like we can. Does not look like we can. I think that would have been a cool addition if we could, like, immediately just use the players that we draft, if we wanted to. Yeah, because we had none of these guys popped up. So, it is like last year. We do have to wait until the start of next season, which I guess is okay. Would have been cool if we didn't have to wait, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the year to see how everything finishes off. All right, so the end of the year's here. The Nationals won 66 games, so the projection was pretty good. Check out the standings. So the Mets and the Phillies both make it in. Mets taking the division. Pirates with 95 wins is nuts. This NL Central is really awful, minus the Cubs. The Cubs, I guess, just didn't have a good year. The Dodgers do make their way back into the playoffs. Would have been funny if the first one of the year didn't have them in it. Giants also make it, so good for them. Padres take the division, though. As you can see, these three teams were the wild card teams. Yankees take the AL East, 96 games. Blue Jays make it in as a wild card. The Tigers make it in with 84 wins. Kind of makes sense. Mariners, 104 wins, so good for them. 90 wins for the Astros and 81 for the Rangers, both of which are wild card teams. Let's take a look at the league leaders. Miles Mikolas led the league in something. Fernando Tatis Jr. hit 351. Okay. This is actually really cool. They have a rookies leader list. That is sick. I like that. That is a good addition. Very good addition, even though... Oh, because you have to qualify, so I guess Murakami just didn't have enough at-bats. First look at... No, he definitely had... No, he didn't have enough at-bats. Enough to qualify as, full year, but... First look at Murakami. I'm guessing the arrow is where they started off. I think that's kind of dumb, personally, but it is what it is. I wish it kind of wish it was like last year's, but it's fine, I guess. So that's pretty cool. I do like the addition of this though. Connor Griffin, as you can see, he's a beast. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool that they have like a rookies leaderboard. Kevin McGonigal got called. Oh, Travis Rosanna. How does Travis Rosanna look? That's what I want to see. It looks decent. I mean, could be better. Yeah, but I think this is actually pretty cool. So shout out SDS for finally putting something decent in. Trey, absolute dog. Tatsuya just came over. Yeah, so I mean that's at least a pretty cool thing that they added. Yeah, I mean this all looks the same. Check out the awards. This is where it's gonna get fun. Kyle Schwarber MVP. Skeens in second. I mean, carrying the team to 95 wins or whatever they had makes sense. Corey Seager wins the MVP in the AL. I mean, he always does for some reason in every single game. Cy Young goes to Joe Ryan, though, so good for him. Max Fried and Logan Gilbert also here. Schemes with the Cy Young in the NL makes sense. Batting title goes to Tatis. We saw that. Shanuel for the AL. Seager technically tied. Cole Sands reliever of the year got traded with who was it? I think it was Pablo Lopez. So yeah, David Bednar, Andres Munoz also there. Dennis Santana reliever of the year makes sense on the best team. Had a lot of saves, so good for him. Mason Miller, he is listed as a closer, so that's good. Rookie of the year goes to Nolan McLean. Makes sense. Sal Stewart did a great job. Connor Griffin as well. Trey wins the Rookie of the Year in the AL. Chase DeLauder and Tatsuya Imai. Hank Aaron goes to Corey Seager. Nick in second. Mike Trout. I really wish he could have a good year in real life. Hank Aaron goes to Fernando Tatis. I mean, that one is pretty obvious. Juan Soto and Will Smith also make an appearance. Gold Gloves we don't really care about. So keep those in mind. Let's take a look at the top prospects out the end of the year. Eli Willits, Cade Anderson as a member of the Baltimore Orioles. Seth Hernandez also a member of the Baltimore Orioles. Any transactions or anything on that? No? Okay. Take a look at the transactions in a minute. How are you? I don't know who that is. Ethan Salas is a member of the Braves. So I guess we missed a lot of trades. Travis Sycor is still here because I didn't see the Nationals make any moves. See, can I still see transactions? Yeah, we can. Completed. So the Nationals didn't make any trades. The Cubs. Oh, okay. So Ryan Helsley is on the Orioles. I thought it looked weird that he was on the Cubs. They also got Garrett Clevenger and Griffin Jacks. They got Griffin Jacks. Oh yeah, the Cubs did get Griffin Jacks. Yeah, that's right. So Cruz School Craft got traded. Wow, that's a big trade at the top. Oh wait, can you trade more than 3 people? I can't even check that now. Looks like you can trade more than 3 people now. Because as you can see with the Pirates deal, Brewers. Yeah, the Brewers traded 4 players. I mean, here's all the moves. If you want to take slow it down, let's take a look. Chris Bubik did get traded. I didn't want to point it out though. But our channel legend Chris Bubik did get traded. I mean, here's all the moves. If you want to take a look at them, be my guest. But I didn't even see half them because they didn't pop up. Oh, Solometo got traded. That's the deal. Okay, Kyle Bradish, Felix Bautista, and Zach Eflin for Solometo, Hernandez, and Hunter Barco. Wow. I don't know what the Orioles were doing over there. They kind of blew up the roster a little bit, but that's fine. All right, let's take a look at the playoffs. So Toronto does make it out against Houston. Detroit is 1 game up. LA destroys the Phillies, and then the Mets send another day. Okay, so the Mets do also move on. And the Texas Rangers do come back down 0-1, and they move on. I'm going to follow our reigning World Series champions, the Dodgers, see what they do. They're going to dominate the Padres. They're the first one to make it through. I just realized that I forgot you could do this. Toronto also sweeps. They move on. 2-2 for the Mets and Pirates. Yankees do move on in 4 against Texas. And the Mets are going to move on against Pittsburgh. I was kind of rooting for them. Let's come back to the Dodgers here. Okay, so they do start off with 1 win. Okay. 1-1 in the ALCS. 2-1 in the NL. It's going to be 3-1 in the Dodgers' favor. They're going to lose 1 to make it 3-2. Toronto looks like they're taking their series. Oh, we got a 3-3 series. And we do get a repeat, which is actually so funny. All right, let's see. Game 1 is going to go to the Dodgers. Let's see, Yamamoto versus Trey for Game 2. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, it's going to be the Blue Jays. Snell versus Lopez, Game 3. We do get the win. I say we, the Dodgers get the win. They're up 2-1 on the series. Glasnow versus Cease. is going to go to the Blue Jays. All right. Ohtani versus Bieber for game 5 is going to go to the Dodgers. They are 1 win away. Yamamoto versus Trey. And it is going to be the Dodgers taking the World Series yet again. I mean, with the team they have, they should. Shouldn't have even been a question. Freddie Freeman, World Series MVP again, and NLCS MVP. So, Kirk with the ALCS MVP. Yeah, I mean, nothing else too crazy going on. You will be seeing a lot of franchise. Hopefully, as the year goes on, we'll navigate it better. We'll get better with it. So, yeah, that being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.